Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard. I want to talk to you today about 3 amazing science-backed Ayurvedic techniques to support a healthy mouth. You know, when you go to the dentist, you brush, you floss to take care of cavities, but the healthy gums are so critical because there's bacteria in your mouth, like Streptococcus mutans, that find their way into their bloodstream in an unhealthy mouth, and they also find their way into your arteries and into your heart. And in 69 to 74% of the people with heart or arterial health concerns, they found these bacteria at those sites. So it was really important to make sure you maintain a healthy mouth, something Ayurveda really understood. And there's some pretty amazing techniques. The first one is called tongue scraping. You wake up in the morning, first thing you do is take a tongue scraper and you scrape your tongue and clean out all the bacteria. And science shows that it actually does that. It actually reduces bad bacteria. It actually protects you from bacteria like Streptococcus mutans. It actually supports the health of your mouth. It actually stimulates digestion and it helps the taste buds taste better so you can sort of start your day with better taste. Amazing technique. When they use copper tongue scrapers, which was a tradition, using a copper tongue scraper, copper is a very powerful natural antiseptic. In fact, there are studies in hospitals, mind-boggling studies in hospitals, that show if you put just a copper plate hanging it on the wall, it reduces the bacteria count on all surfaces in the hospital room. So when you actually use copper, number one, the bacteria is not going to grow in your copper tongue scraper when you put it down like it does in your toothbrush, so that's valuable, but also it's protecting you and providing some antiseptic benefit. Benefit for the good bacteria as well. It actually supports certain enzymes that allow the good bacteria to proliferate. Just crazy, amazing science, and it's all written in the article associated with this video. So really read the article, it's pretty cool. Second technique, when after you do that, you can then brush and floss and then drink a big glass of water, which is important to start the day. And then the next thing is a technique called oil pulling. Oil pulling is when you actually put oil in your mouth and then you swish the oil around your mouth for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, this technique has been shown to reduce levels of bad bacteria. It's been shown to reduce levels of, protect you against, again, the Streptococcus mutans. It's been shown to increase healthy gums as well. But also what's really cool is the traditional use was sesame oil, coconut oil, and usually turmeric cooked into those oils to make it even more potent. And that's exactly what we use. We have a product called Swish, which works. I love it. I use it every day. It's a fantastic product to keep the mouth really healthy. What they found, this is the amazing part, right? They found not only the science that the oil pulling actually works for plaque and different things like that, bacteria, but they found that when you actually pre-digest or partially digest coconut oil, it increases its natural antimicrobial benefits. Coconut oil has chemicals in it called monolaurin and lauric acid, which converts to monolaurin, which is very powerful in your body as a natural antiseptic. But when you actually pre-digest it, so when you put it in your mouth and you swish it around for 10 to 15 minutes, it actually is pre-digested. And when it's pre-digested, it amps up the antibacterial effect. Now, how they knew thousands of years ago, you put oil in your mouth, but you got to swish it, not for 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You got to swish it for 10 to 15 minutes to get it fully pre-digested to activate the antibacterial benefits. That is the kind of the amazing things that I talk about on our videos regularly, weekly, about Ayurveda. They knew these subtle influences and how they had profound effects. And that is just a power of one example of that. So oil pulling every day, put it in your mouth while you're in the shower, swish it around. It's super easy to do that. And then finally, when you start your day, there's bad bacteria in your mouth, as you all know. There's bad bacteria. And there's certain bacteria that many of us lack. One is called Streptococcus salivarius. And there are certain strains of Streptococcus that actually will adhere to the mouth and then protect you from other bad bacteria from infiltrating, and therefore boost your immune system and support your respiratory tract from different types of infections and colds and flus and things like that. It's a natural probiotic that builds the production of other bacteria that support immunity in a very powerful way. So, and the cool thing about the one we use, our oil defense, is that it actually is sweetened. It's a chewable probiotic, you chew on it. It actually has xylitol as the sweetener. And xylitol itself, and I've written some articles about xylitol all by itself, amazing science on xylitol to actually support healthy bacteria in your mouth. Again, your mouth is loaded with bacteria, oftentimes not the right ones. Oftentimes yeast form, and the Streptococcus salivarius protects against yeast and other bad bacteria. So you take that for your kids before they go to school, definitely when you're looking at cold and flu season, to just boost their immunity a bit. If you're vulnerable to getting colds, or if you had bad breath, many of these techniques, including this tongue scraping and the oil probiotics, they reduce. There's a bacterial side effect from the natural bacteria in your mouth called volatile sulfur compounds, and they cause bad breath. But they also proliferate the proliferation of bad bacteria. And when you when you tongue scrape, you reduce these volatile sulfur compounds, and when you actually take the Streptococcus salivarius as a chewable probiotic, you actually reduce the volatile sulfur compounds, which are directly linked to bad breath and the proliferation of other bad bacteria. So just powerful ancient techniques, some modern techniques like the probiotic that makes really, really good sense, particularly if you're vulnerable and you have a little bit of a weakened immune system, or your kids are a little bit on the vulnerable side. Please check out this article. We have a whole kit that includes the copper tongue scrapers and the swish for the oil pulling and the oral defense probiotic for the mouth to help you guys get ready for boosting your immunity for the winter and the cold and flu season. All right, thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard. Hi, did you like this video? Do you like our content here at LifeSpa? You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/John Douillard right here and get this valuable content every week in your inbox.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at lifespa.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.